Let's do a Dyson battle today. Should you get the Airwrap or the Airstrait? Just keep watching to find out. Okay, so today we are testing the Dyson Airstrait and the Airwrap side by side. Let's see how good and fast these tools can style my hair. Both of these tools are pretty pricey, so I'm here to inform you, to give you a review. You know, if you are in the market for a Dyson hair tool, you can make an informed decision. And as a disclaimer, I got both tools in PR. Okay, let's get to it. I'm starting with my hair freshly washed and it's damp. For reference, my hair is pretty thick and I have like a 3C type of curl, but my hair is heat trained in a couple of places, especially here in the front, so the curls are a little bit looser in some places. But I'm just going in with this nourishing heat protectant by the Airwrap, just a little bit. So I'm going to section my hair off in two parts, and this side is going to be the Airstrait and this side the Airwrap. Okay, I'm going to start with this side, the Airwrap side, and this is the brush that I'm using. I love this brush because it gives that same kind of feeling of a traditional blow dryer with a brush. You can really put some tension, you know, to the roots especially, to get those like nice and straight as well. And I like to just make sure the hair, the section that I'm doing is nice and damp, because I feel like it gives better results that way. Towards the end, of course, some of the air gets to like the part that's not done yet, so it gets like kind of dry, so that's why I have water bottle spray. It's pretty good. This is one section, 55 seconds. And yeah, I think this is pretty good. I'm not going to time the whole head because I might get up in between, get a sip of water, things like that. So it's not going to be super accurate. But I'm going to go on the other side and do a similar section, and let's see how long that takes. I had to put the Airstrait down because every time you pick it up, it starts the engine, which I love. I love that feature. You put it down, it stops, like it goes idle, and then you pick it up, it goes back on. But the settings that I'm using is 140 degrees Celsius, and I'm using it on the wet setting. All right, 58 seconds, so it's not that big of a difference. But in my experience, like if I'm going with an Airstrait, I have to have the sections way like smaller than with the Airwrap. But I'm going to do my whole head and then we'll talk after. But just like from these two pieces, you can see the Airstrait side is really just straight. And then with the Airwrap, you get more of a, you know, voluminous curl swirl kind of thing. So, I mean, you can make it straight as well, but because it's like the brush and it's round, you automatically get like some kind of a curl. All right, so that took me about 25 minutes to have this side done, and it looks so voluminous. It looks like a fresh blowout, you know, that you get at the salon. It has a lot of volume. Now for me personally, I'll have to go in with my straightener just to get the roots. With the Airwrap, you won't get the roots, especially if you have like very curly hair like this. You will need a straightener to go in and really get those roots, and you can still like maintain the volume. But yeah, so that would take me probably another 20 minutes, I would say. But let's go to the Airstrait side. As you can already kind of see, this is like super straight and this has more volume to it. The Airstrait, I have to go in with smaller sections, but I go like 3 passes, I would say, and I can really get the roots. Now, the roots are not like bone straight like you would, you know, the effect that you would get with a real straightener. However, I can even go in with a 4th pass on the boost modus. So the boost setting is for dry hair. They say it's like more for when you're refreshing your hair on day 2, day 3. It's way hotter, so you can really get it like super straight. But I don't really use that. Like, I don't go back and forth. Basically what I do is just do the whole head, and then like if I see pieces that I want to like really go in, then I'll use the boost modus or setting. Okay, so for the Airstrait side, it took me about 50 minutes. So it does take me longer because I have to go in with smaller pieces. But you know, I don't really have to go in with a straightener. I can just leave it like this if I want. But I also love this style, to be honest. I mean, the roots will need a little bit of a touch up, but I do love the volume that this has. But let me give you my quick final thoughts with the pros and cons. So both tools are expensive, like there is no way around it. They are very expensive for a hair tool. However, I've been doing, like, ever since I got the Airstrait, I've been doing my hair every week for, I would say, over a month. I don't see any heat damage, like more heat damage than I already had, like in the front. This part in the front, that's like 100% straightener. So I can say that it is safe to use and you can still wear your curls as well, like in a natural state. But the Airwrap, it is quicker. It is much quicker. You can go in with like larger sections. But if you don't like the more voluminous kind of look, you'll have to, like, I would say, add 20 minutes on top of it to go in with a straightener, which at the end comes down to the same amount of time that it took me to do this side with the Airstrait. The Airwrap has like all the different attachments that I haven't used them, to be honest with you. I only use this one. I think it's the quickest. It gets the job done. I do want to experiment with the other ones though, but I'm not sure if it will work for my type of hair. I tried it when my hair was longer and I did the Airwrap, then I went in with a straightener. Again, I have to get those roots, but then if you go in with a straightener, you can't really use the curling kind of attachments because the hair is like slippery and sleek for that. So just my 2 cents on that as a girl with, you know, curly hair. Now, the one thing that I do love about the Airwrap, which is like not a reason to buy it, is in the morning it is super quick to like touch up your edges. Normally I would go in with a straightener, but that's so damaging to the edges, whereas this is a little bit more gentle on the edges and it still gets the job done. But in theory, you can also do that with the Airstrait. Just close it up and then go in like with a brush and then just get the edges, you know, refreshed. With regards to the noise, I don't really see a difference. There is a difference, but it's not like that noticeable that I would say it bothers me that the one is noisier than the other. The Airstrait is a little bit heavier though. And also because you have to hold it like a particular way, so this side always needs to go on the downside. So, you know, sometimes, especially if you're trying to do it on the back, it can get a little bit tricky with your wrist because of the weight. Whereas the Airwrap, you can just use it however you want. So that's like a little thing to keep in mind. Another great thing about the Airstrait is that it doesn't get warm on, you know, the plates or the outside of the plates. So you can really get in there. You don't have to be afraid that it will burn your ears. You know, we've been there. We all know about the trauma. So you don't have to worry about that. And I know that the Airstrait has a more powerful engine. So that's why I think it can get like this very sleek, straight effect. But I would say it really depends on your type of hair, of course, and also how you like to wear your hair. For me, if I had to just choose one of these, I would go with the Airstrait, especially now that my hair is cut like this, because this is super easy. Like, I can just wear it like this. Even if I didn't have a straightener, I can just literally wear it like this and I'll be fine. It has like a lot of body, which is beautiful. You know, my hair looks so full, super shiny as well, healthy. So yeah, but if you have finer hair, I think the Airwrap is a great option for you because with all the attachments, you can get a lot of different styles with it. So yeah, it really comes down to your type of hair and also how do you like to wear your hair. So I really hope that this video gave you a good side-by-side comparison, you know, some pros and cons, so you can make, you know, a better judgment, an informed decision if you are in the market for a hair tool. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.